Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse post-game show, preseason edition of Game 3. It was a Knicks loss. I'm going to get into it, break it down for you guys. But first, please, if you haven't subscribed yet and you've been here before, please do so. Or if this is your first time here, please do so. Also, hit that thumbs up button for me. Very much appreciate that. Along with your comments. I try to read every comment. Most of the time, about 90% I average. So please drop them. They really influence me a lot. Let me know what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling. Preseasons are weird. They're kind of hard to, put too much weight into things, but not the way Tom Thibodeau coaches. We can definitely look at this as an interesting petri dish. And I'll get into that very soon. As you can see, Indiana beat the Knicks 109-100 in the last 6+ minutes, they outscored the Knicks 25-6. Kind of tremendous that it got that bad that quickly. In fact, let me just jump here to the highlights. There were some good plays throughout. RJ had a nice game. He ended up shooting 50% overall from the field. Brunson was short a lot tonight. You can see right there in that one shot, he was short. But then, of course, look what he does there. Gets his own rebound and puts it back, gets the end one. Randall had a very good game, and I'll get into that in specifics. Look at that. And OB to RJ to OB. Nice combination, fast break. Knicks were completely beaten in the fast break today. Shockingly, the Knicks only got 8 points. 8 fast break points where Indiana got 22. And the story for the Pacers was Benedict Mathurin. Fantastic, and I'll get into that as well. The one thing is we were waiting for Cam Reddish to step up and seize his opportunity, something he could not get going in those first 3 quarters. But finally, in the fourth quarter, he started making a few things happen. Sadly, that's when the Knicks basically kind of just fell apart. This is why it's tough to play a team back to back. And I played them the last game. The last preseason game was against the Indiana Pacers. It's hard when you face the same team over again. Thibs did not put the starters back in the fourth quarter, and I was glad to see that. I wanted to see what would happen with this team. There he is. Oh no, that wasn't Benedict Mathurin. But Andrew Nembhard also had a nice game for them. Really nice game for them. Halliburton did not play, but Chris Duarte did play, though I don't think he even came in the fourth quarter when the Pacers did their run. Very interesting, but kind of frustrating game from a Knicks standpoint, but nothing to overreact about. Sometimes guys are just not going to hit their shots. Emmanuel Quickley had a rough go for a while, but again, his defense. He harassed guys. I think he forced 3 or 4 turnovers just by being a pest. So he's picking up the Deuce pest attributes. Speaking of Deuce, only got 2 points. Oof, Deuce only had 2 points. Rough game for Deuce. Rough game for the bench. In the first half, in the second quarter, they didn't look that great. They let Indiana kind of stick around, and I think by the end of the first half, the game was a lot closer than it should have been, and it's just it's disappointing to see those kind of things. However, Obi followed up his sensational game last game with a solid game, 4 of 7, 8 points, but he did not make a 3-point shot. So here we have this inconsistency with our guys that we need to be more consistent. I'm kind of thinking this was a more up here and in here than it was actual skill. They took their foot off the pedal a little bit. And also I think playing that entire fourth quarter, and I think they entered towards the end of the third quarter, they played a lot of minutes towards the end. Toppin played 23, Quickly played 24, Hartenstein played 23, and Reddish played 21 minutes. Even Deuce got 18 minutes today. I think they got gassed a little bit at the 6-minute mark. In fact, at the 6:44, Indiana had clawed back in, gotten it close. They cut the lead down and it was only 90-84. And then quickly made a nice layup from Isaiah Hartenstein assist to get it up to 92-84. Nembhard did a bad pass that Cam Reddish stole, and then Cam took it, made a nice driving layup, got a bucket at 6:23 mark. It was 94-84, but really, from that point on, Knicks only scored 6 points, and the Pacers scored 25 to just take this game. But it was weird. It was still close towards the end. With the last, let's see, at the 151 mark, Emmanuel quickly hit a nice three-point shot and cut the lead, the deficit. They had surrendered the lead. They had surrendered it. They cut it to 100-99, 1 point. But Batazi came down, made a 26-foot three-point shot that Isaiah Hartenstein should have rotated over a little quicker to defend that three-point shot. He did not. So Batazi hit that shot, and that really opened up enough air for the Pacers with only a little, like a minute and a half to go. Then Benedict Mathurin made a sensational dunk at 41 seconds left. Hit a couple of free throws, and quickly even missed a free throw today. What can you say? But let's get back to one thing. Here we go. Let's look at this. Before we get to this, I want to talk about one specific play, which gives me so much hope. So much hope for this first unit. Now, in the past, remember, we were always concerned about floor spacing. When you have Mitch, when you have Randall, and RJ on the floor together, not even going to talk about Brunson, but when you just have those three on the floor together, they feast in the paint. They live in the paint. Now, RJ, of course, his three-point shot has been something beautiful this entire preseason. Even though today he was only 1 of 5 from it, but he still contributed 21 points on 7 of 14 shooting overall. But these guys feast in the paint, and often with Randall, there's just too much congestion. But there's been a change. Watch this play. Here we go. So Brunson brings it down, takes it very high up. Fournier gets it, little screen. Randall rolls, and look what happens here. Let's watch it again. See if you can even find Mitch at all in the shot until he finally gets the pass delivered to him. Where's Mitch? Look at it. Turner's pointing to the corner. Mitch is out on the three-point line in the corner, and then he leaks in, gets an easy bucket. That's going to change everything for these Knicks. That's something that Thibodeau has put in this year. Wasn't there last season. Now it's there. That play right there is going to make this first unit something very interesting and difficult for teams to play. I mean, we all know about Mitch being the lob threat, but when you force the center, the shot blocking center, to hesitate and not roll over, and the beautiful thing is everybody played this correctly. Randall didn't force it. Right here, he gets it, stops, beautiful. Look at that. He even got it in the air for some reason. Not sure what he was thinking, if he was going to lob it to Mitch or whatever, but it seemed like that was the intention. It reminds me of when Obi sits in the corner and someone penetrates into the paint, and they look for the cutter. It's exactly the same kind of play, but it's Randall and Mitch doing it. Guys, this could be a revelation. So pay attention to that kind of stuff. You noticed in the first game, there was too much congestion in the first half, and Randall didn't have much room to do anything with. Then in the second half, they made some adjustments, but it wasn't quite enough. Now they did the full adjustment. Just put Mitch out in that corner three-point line. Fabulous. Good. That was a good play. All right. 109-100. Let's roll. So I tweeted this out during the game. The new and improved Julius Randle has been near perfection tonight. This is the Randle we wanted all along. Knicks could be a serious problem for the East if this continues. Let's go. Firmly believe that. With Julius, it's not a matter of talent. We know he has it. It's a matter of decision making and up here. If he's committed to his new role, he could be a tremendous force once again in the East. This is, unfortunately, Cam, this is a summation by New York Basketball, tweeted this out. Cam Reddish in the preseason loss to the Pacers. 21 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 10 shooting, 1 of 6 from the 3. bad decision making, some bad shots. He would penetrate. There was one play where he tried to split these two. I can't even remember who it was on the floor in the paint, and he ended up stepping on one guy's foot and caused the turnover. I thought he actually messed his foot up again. It was his left foot, but he was fine. He continued to play, but he's just forcing it. And I think it comes from this desire to prove himself offensively that he has value. But the thing is, we already know that. Just stay within the flow of the game. Don't force shots. If the shot that you want, that you like, is not there for you, keep moving the ball or try to penetrate. Try to create something for a teammate. But when he penetrates, he's only thinking about finishing himself. He's got to open that up. He's not going to get floor time unless he does this. This was not a good showpiece for him. Though the fourth quarter, he did come around. He did start trying to play. He did start playing better. But if you can see at the bottom, a minus 22 for a game worst in terms of plus minus. That is very disconcerting. Yeah, minus 22. Stephen Bondi tweeted this out. I did not see Thibodeau's post game yet. Tom Thibodeau was not happy with how the Knicks reserves finished that game, pivoted back to that when asked about the starters playing well. And I think someone else tweeted out that he was disappointed with the defensive intensity by that second unit. Totally. He has every right to be disappointed by that unit. That was not... I feel like they took them a little lightly. And here we were playing in their home arena. We had just beat the hell out of them. And especially the second unit played tremendous. Obi had like a highlight reel. I think this was a bit of a makeup game for them, a revenge game for them. So shout out to them for taking care of business, And this is why. This is Benedict Mathurin, man. This is why I wanted him on this team. This is why Foxy and I were singing this guy's praises early on last year when the draft season started beginning. Evan Sittery tweeted this out. Benedict Mathurin continues to excel in preseason action, averaging 20.3 points per game on 64.6 true shooting percentage off the bench. Per 36, Mathurin is putting up 32.7 points on elite efficiency. Mathurin looks the part as a potential franchise-changing prospect for the Pacers. Oh, man. I know they got all caught up in, trying to trade up for Ivy, but I was also advocating trading up in that mid-range, possibly to get the Pacers pick to get a Benedict Mathurin. Once again, the Pacers end up with a player that the Knicks should have had and wanted. The season before, it was Chris Duarte. In years past, it was, who was the guy? Chuck Person, the rifleman. I remember him. The Knicks wanted him badly. And, ironically, Reggie Miller. Knicks wanted Reggie Miller. Didn't come to him. So, again, this hurts because Indiana's in the East, and we're going to see a lot of Benedict Mathurin throughout the season. You can see how much bigger he is than Quickly when they were covering each other. He has the bigger shoulders. I think he has like at least 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches on Quickly. He's just stronger, just more powerful. That's something that Quickly doesn't have. He's worked on. He put some weight on to do that. We saw in the past couple of games, first two preseason games, we saw that benefiting. Tonight, not so much. He really got hurt tonight. However, his defensive savviness, becoming the pest, drawing an elbow, offensive foul, things like that. That's fantastic from Quickly, and we want to keep seeing that. Did I say Oakley? I hope I didn't say Oakley. I meant Quickly. I meant Emmanuel Quickly. I think I did say him. All right, here we go. You can see Julius shot 5 of 10, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. And his three-pointers looked good. It was nice. It was nice three-pointers. 8 rebounds, 5 assists from him, 13 points. RJ had 3 assists. 4 rebounds, 21 points for RJ in 27 minutes, 7 of 14. But again, the three-point shot didn't really connect today. Jalen Brunson struggled offensively, but still gives you 8 rebounds, 11 points. The guy can hustle, man. But he played 30 minutes. That's probably wild. Wait a second. Sorry. My finger twitched. Mitch. I thought Mitch had a good game. I was reading some things. It seemed like there was some people were complaining about his game, but I thought he had a good game. 23 minutes, 3 of 5 overall, 8 rebounds. Man, he really is probably the best offensive rebounder in the NBA right now. There was a series there where there were 3 Pacers around him. He just gets up there, takes it from him. He didn't necessarily even get higher than everybody else. He just has this nose for the ball, just grabs it, put it back, and then he didn't get it, put it back, and he got the bucket. Fabulous. As you can see there, OB 4 of 7. Sims only played 2 minutes, which is interesting. Fournier 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. It was nice to see him back out there. 3 of 9 field goal percentage, though. I do hope that Thibs does consider making that switch when Grimes is available. But that's probably going to take some time. It's going to take some time before that happens, knowing how Thibs is. Quickly, poor shooting night, 4 of 18. Did hit 2 of 7 from the 3-point line. Again, often just kind of flinging the ball. One of those 3-pointers was as the clock was winding, as the clock of the quarter was winding. I think it was the end of the third quarter. He just flung it up there. So that's kind of like a 2 of 6. Still, that's only 33%. He's got to pick that up. He's got to pick that up. I'm looking for big things from him this year. Isaiah Hartenstein, look at that. 5 assists. He tied Randall for most assists in the game from the Knicks, and 10 rebounds, 7 points. That's a nice, healthy stat line. 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. You know, be nice if it was like a 2 of 4, obviously. You know, but that's what we got to live with. So overall, the Knicks, they disappointed. Obviously, they disappointed. You can see here the plus minus, but the first unit did not. Randall, plus 11. Mitch, plus 13. Jalen Brunson, plus 7. Fournier, plus 9. And RJ Barrett, plus 13. It was that entire bench unit, which we have been lauding here on the Knicks-Verse. They're going to be one of the very best second units in the game. Tonight, it wasn't so. The Pacers, you can see here. Look at that. Mathurin, man, 8 of 13. Didn't hit a 3-pointer, but 4 rebounds, 1 assist. I don't know how many steals he got. I should pull that up there. But he was fabulous. And look at Nembhard. I liked him a lot. He would have been a nice second-round pickup for the Knicks. I would have liked that. But Indiana got him. Once again, Indiana gets somebody that I want on the Knicks. Here are the team stats. Knicks shot poorly overall, 37.1%. Overall, from the 3-point line, 26.8%. Not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Even when your opponent is only shooting 30%, you can't shoot 26.8% and expect to win the game. And even from the free throw line, Knicks missed 5 free throws. Got to get that. Even though 77.3%, it's good. It's decent. But when you get to the line as often as we do, though, not this game, we should really get that up there. 49 rebounds, the same. The assists were pretty close. Steals, 5 and 8. I think Mathurin had a couple steals there. Blocks very similar. Turnovers very similar. It comes down. Look at the fast break. Easier points. And look at points in the paint. The Pacers outscored us 12 points in the paint. Wow. Fantastic for them. Good for them. Well, that's what it is. Let's look at that play again. Here it is. Where is Mitch? Look, Turner's even pointing to him. Hey, where is he? The minute he moved in, then Mitch started, he leaked in. Perfect. That is going to be how that first unit is going to feast. Can't wait to see more of that. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, my name is George, and I am into the Knicks-Verse. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that thumbs up button and drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. Also, the Knicks-Verse merchandise store is now open, up and running, and available, and some cool stuff there. Some dad hats. That's right. People have been asking for those. I can't wait to get mine, actually. So I hope you guys jump over there. I'll put the link in the description to the store. Okay. I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.